Greetings, and welcome to your Friday edition of Dapper's Playhouse. I'm your excellent host, Dapper, and this is my playhouse. And welcome you are. If it's your first time, what we like to do here is search TikToks, find you some interesting stuff, some funny stuff, some educational stuff maybe that I just happen to like. Maybe you do too. Maybe it's some stuff I don't really know what the hell to call it. So, maybe we'll figure that out. So if you could watch it all the way through, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Find out what you get for a free treat. I personally heard it's a lemon meringue pie. For Friday night, not too shabby. Here we go.
Life's like a movie, write your
Once
own
again.
ending. Keep believing, keep pretending.
We've done just what we've set out to do.
Let me know your thoughts. Comment down below. But I'm on telling you this. Yeah, if you don't lose the whole fucking sock in the back of it. Okay, then you have a big sock full of whatever.
Let me tell y'all something. Miss Vicky!
What this is good.
Oh, Miss Vicky. Baby, these spicy dill pickles. Girl, you put your foot in these. I ain't never met Miss Vicky. I ain't never seen her. I don't know what she look like. But I know she got a jiggle to her arm, baby, the way.
Them jalapeno ones they got going is good. They usually have them at the Subway. If you haven't tried the Miss Vicky's, get out there and try yourself some.
She threw some good. It ain't super spicy. It ain't too dilly. She threw it got a good crisp. Baby, Vicky. No, you an older woman. I can tell by the way you season these chips. Miss Vicky, I gotta be respectful. Girl, I know that's right. Girl, you need to send me some more of these. Girl, they hard to find, Miss Vicky. Give me some more.
You know she got that jiggly arm. Oh my god, future in wrestling. They would almost have to make you buy that. I mean, I don't know. I'm not into dollhouses, but that seems pretty cool. And that seems pretty extraordinary. Bet you don't see that. Sack squash.
Oh, God, look at it. It's perfect.
What I'm peeling off isn't just dirt, it's sweat.
That's disgusting.
20 years of Call of Duty and FIFA. Welcome to hardcore gamer restoration.
Oh, that's so fucking foul. That's disgusting.
Look now, but I found what was at the end of the rainbow. It's a fucking
Come on.
Taco Bell.
Who could? Here, let's try that again, shall we?
What I'm peeling off isn't just dirt.
Let's try that again.
Look now, but I found what was at the end of the rainbow. It's a fucking Taco Bell.
Let's hope not. There goes the end of that fucking story.
Working for a living. How about it? Yeah. Some days more than ever, and some days pass on by. I'll be working here forever, at least until I die. Darned if you do, and darned if you don't. I'm close to get a raise next week, and no darn well I won't. I'll be working for a living, working for a living, working for a living. I'm taking what they're giving, 'cause I'm working for a living.
Pizza.
Working for a living. living isn't bad at all when you have as much fun working as we do, right, gang? So hang around and enjoy the pizza. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back in a few minutes. We're taking what they're giving because we're working for a living.
There is a little bit of a technique to blending crayons with chapstick. You want to make sure you lay down a good amount of crayon on the page so that way it blends pretty smooth. As long as it's not sparse like this with a lot of white gaps, you want it to look like this, saturated with color. Here I'm just adding a little bit of a color gradient going from magenta to purple. See all those white gaps? We're gonna get rid of most of that. On a scratched piece of paper, I'm going to prime the Q-tip. You only need to add a little bit of chapstick on the page. So we prime the Q-tip because initially when the Q-tip is clean, it'll take away some of the color at first, but once it's dirty, it'll blend the colors more evenly. Alright, so now that the Q-tip is primed, I'm gonna add chapstick to the page. Only need to add a little bit goes a long way. Just one layer is fine. So see, the Q-tip is dirty, that way it will not take away the color from the page, and you want to make sure you add enough pressure while you're blending. This is very satisfying to do. Make sure that your page is saturated enough with crayon and try to get it as even as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect, but if it's sparse and a lot of white gaps in between, it'll be harder to get a smooth blend. I use the same Q-tip. Like I didn't even wipe it away because magenta and purple are pretty close enough in color. I don't need to use a new Q-tip because then I would have to prime it all over again, and I don't want to do that. It works just fine like this. And it doesn't leave your page greasy. I know a lot of people ask that, but it doesn't bleed through, and you can close your book just fine. It doesn't transfer. If you do use a lot, you can just dab it away with a tissue. When I'm going to a new color, I'll just wipe off the excess on a scratched piece of paper. Let me show you the page that I blended with chapstick. If you look at the other side, there's no bleed through. It's completely dry. As long as you don't use too much, you should be fine. Colored a few pages with Vaseline on this book. For example, this one was color pencil and Vaseline. There's nothing in the back. This one too, I used Vaseline to blend crayons. Nothing. There's no transfer onto the other page. But you just gotta be mindful about how much you use. A little bit goes a long way. If you were to dump the whole thing onto the page, then it might leave some bleed through, but just use a little bit. And for those wondering if it blends color pencils, I'll show you guys real quick. I'm going with a little bit of a lighter color here. Forgot to add a little bit. Alright, now we're gonna blend some of the color pencil. It gets rid of all the white little dots completely. Very smooth blend and very satisfying. Anyway, it blends color pencils a whole lot smoother. You can blend crayons too. I hope this was helpful.
Y'all, so why I just found out that the water tower don't hold water.
Yeah,
I thought that, you know what? Cause this whole time, like, it just ruined my childhood, low key. Cause while I was growing up, I was thinking that a water tower hold water in it, like,
in a water tower.
if it fall, like, the whole world gonna be filled with water. I don't know why I thought that, but a water tower don't hold water.
Yes, it do.
So I honestly don't get why is it called a water tower if it don't hold water? Like, that's what I thought a water tower was. Like, that's something that should be taught in school, even though I graduated, amen. But it's something that should be taught in school, like, because this whole time I thought a water tower hold water. Why the fuck is it called a water tower? So basically, from my understanding, it holds some type of gas. It don't hold water. Like, at least not as much water as we thought or how we thought it worked. It don't hold that much water.
Holy shit. So we're in trouble, kids.
Would you rather have $30 or a really cool wizard friend?
Would you rather have $30 or a really cool wizard friend? Matter of fact, that looks like $40. But either way, I would still have the really cool wizard friend. This is hands down too easy.
He can, like, make bread appear and, like, walk on water. He's like really nice.
He's Jesus.
Pretty cool guy. Pretty cool guy.
Moses wizard.
Choose wisely. One will give you eternal life, and the other, Dr. Pepper. You weak son of a bitch!
Some people just, that's it. Dr. P.
If you ever smell like, just mix some water and baking soda and spray yourself.
Yeah, that's
the
what I'm gonna do.
deodorizer. Do not use cologne.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Because I give a shit. Is mommy gonna ground you? Grow the hell up. Opium pussy.
What's the weirdest town name in Florida? I'm gonna get started with a good candidate, Christmas.
There's so many.
Then there's Briny Breezes, which sounds like a Fortnite location, and Lazy Lake, which is a Fortnite location. There's also Burnt Store Marina, Howie in the Hills, and Yeehaw Junction. Zephyr Hill
Junction used to be called Jackass Crossing, which I think is fantastic. I would have went back to Jackass Crossing.
is kind of a funny name, but it also comes in north, south, and west. On Top of the World is an interesting name, especially for Florida since it's the flattest state. You can have a picnic with 2 egg, lone cabbage, spuds. Next couple need more letters, Lorida and Wisconsin. The Villages is kind of a strange name, but it's also a strange place, as it's basically a giant retirement community. There's also Possum Bluff, Roach Branch, Manatee Road is a community, and Hypo Luxo and Sop Choppy. But I think my personal favorite is Dr. Phillips. The person he was named after was a medical doctor, but his real name was Philip Phillips. Well, stay tuned for Georgia.
Philip Phillips.
1, 2, 3, 4. 아 그럼 제가 선배 맘에 탕탕 후루 후루 탕탕탕 후루루루루 아 탕탕
I thought this bitch disappeared. Well, she back.
후루 후루 내 맘에 탕탕탕 아 탕탕 후루 후루 내 맘에 탕탕 아 후루루루루 아 탕탕 후루루루 내 맘에 탕탕탕 아.
Okay. There's a little moment of whatever that was.
You clearly fucking sound like wham wham wham.
No, now you gotta wait. Cat tags.
Oh my god!
Yeah, do that again.
The audacity of a middle-aged white woman. If I ever become the type of white lady with an audacity
Do better, white women. It's bullshit, especially you middle-aged white women.
as high as the lady who just fucking came in here, you have permission to throw me into a fucking vat of lava. I'm working 8 hours. I'm working alone. So I'm taking my lunch, right? Because I gotta eat. So I put a sign on the front door of the store that says, "Hey, I'm taking my lunch. I will be back in 30 minutes. Love you." Heart, smiley face, flowers. I'm not going anywhere, babe. I'm just eating for a little bit and then I'll be back out. I'm sitting there eating my ramen. This lady opens the door. She goes, "Is this sign for real?" Mm-hmm. I go, "Yeah, I'm just taking my lunch right now." She goes, "Okay, well, we drove here to come here. Like every fucking person does when you go to a store." I go, "I'm really sorry, I'm taking my lunch. I'll be done soon."
Who's this bitch on?
She slams the door and she looks through the glass door and goes, "Okay. Come back here. I got no skin in this game, right? I'm crazy." You bitch. You ugly bitch. Why are they crazy like that? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I hope when I come back, she comes in here and I go, no, you can't come in here. But we drove all this way. You don't get to be a fucking bitch to me. You don't. Oh my God. Oh my God.
One of those days. That's why there's tweed.
And when you ask me during that interview why I'm looking for a job, I'm gonna look you square in your eye.
Isn't that hilarious? Man, why do you want this job? Cause I fucking gotta eat. You know, I like food. You know, I like my bills need to get paid. Like, I like this thing called money. It kind of makes the world go round. Why the fuck do I want this job?
And said, what you hiring for? Why you
I
hiring?
want to hear you say some bullshit like, oh, the Johnson way has just been a staple in this town forever, and I just want to be a part of the team.
That's the same reason. You need something, I need something. What we gonna do?
You need labor, I need money. Here we go. Simple as pie. Just like that, we have come to the end of your Friday Dapper Playhouse session. I hope it was everything you dreamed it could be. And if not, fear not. Tomorrow's another day. We'll be up in it. Don't forget to check us out on the other socials. I don't know if it's been a while, a minute since I said it. You can find us on the TikTok. You can find us, Instagram. You can find us on the X. You can find us. We're out there. Stop by. Say hello. Maybe get yourself a free something. Lord only knows. One thing I can tell you though is it'll be awesome. So hey, big thanks to those who watched this all the way through. Those who jumped off early, F you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell all your friends. We're trying to go places. We're trying to break records. You know what I'm saying? I don't have much else for you. Besides the usual. It's Friday night. If you can't be good, be bad. And remember, you're never too old to play. I'll catch y'all on the flip side.